Hey, good morning, CRST drivers and independent contractors. Perry Moser here. Friday, June 25, just bringing you an update. So, shocker, we're going to start talking about safety. All right, 22 days, double deuce, 22 days without a fatigue-related accident or injury. Great job, folks. Absolute great job. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is we did have a run off the roadway in the last couple of weeks. Root cause of that was really a medical condition. And listen, please, 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 please. The most important thing in that truck or that trailer is always you. Always has been, always will be. Make sure you're getting your checkups. Make sure you're getting to your doctor's appointments. Make sure you're taking your medication as prescribed. That's just me caring about you, right? I sound like a mother, but I do. So please, just make sure you're taking care of yourself and staying up on your health conditions. If you're not healthy, you know you can't do this job because this job is so mentally hard, physically hard. You've got to be able to do the job, and to do that, you got to be healthy. So keep up on that. Met with Kevin yesterday. I met Kevin walking across the parking lot here at the training center, and man, he had some really good stuff. You know, if you meet me, you say, hey, I know that guy. I'll say, all right, give me a safety tip. So here's Kevin's safety tip yesterday. Talks about signage on the roadway, and really great reminder. He says, you know, they tell you when a big curve is coming up. They tell you when the off-ramp is coming up. They tell you when the big incline's coming. Pay attention to the signs, and they'll help guide you the way. Kevin, awesome feedback there. I appreciate that, and you're so right? They put the signs there for a reason. They give you a heads up as to what's coming up. So, Kevin, thank you so much for that tip. Next thing I got, really 2 tips from me. I want you to remember this. All accidents really result in loss, some kind of loss, right? Loss to the company, loss to you, loss for your downtime, loss to somebody's family. We've got to prevent that loss. To prevent that loss, we got to understand the risk that's in front of us. To do that, you got to get the big picture, right? That Smith system key. Get the big picture. You got to look out 15 seconds. You got to give yourself time. What, the truck, you can't, it's not a Formula One race car, right? It takes forever to navigate that truck, to slow it down. So you have to be looking out so much farther than you would in a car or walking or biking. You got to be looking out that 15 seconds to be able to give you time to maneuver that big rig. Second thing, the other day I heard, hey, they came up behind me. They came out of nowhere. Well, you professional drivers out there, especially you million milers, know nobody comes out of nowhere, right? Which just means we weren't looking. So have your eyes scanned, right? Left mirror, right mirror, front, left mirror, right mirror, front. Get yourself in the habit really of just doing that every 5 to 8 seconds. Make sure you're scanning your mirrors. Nothing should come as a surprise, right? Your mirror sees pretty far back. You should be able to see somebody coming up or doing something silly, or heck, I'm sure many of you have seen people come flying by in the breakdown lane, right? Because heaven forbid they wait in traffic. So please make sure you keep scanning your mirrors. Let's hit on some anniversaries, right? Through the weekend. We got Robert, Griffin, Georgia, 1 year with us. We got Saul from Dallas, Texas with 2 years. We got Soledad from Baton Rouge, Louisiana with 2 years. And we got Silverio from Chandler, Arizona with 7 years. To all 4 of you, thank you for spending your life and time with us here at CRST. And thanks for bringing us into your family. That's all I got today. Enjoy your weekend. Remember, aim high in steering, get the big picture, all those things you know how to do, really just making sure you see what's going on around you and you have the time to react when needed. Thank you. Be safe.